Yeah, death, as it may concerns everybody. The difference between here and there is T. What is that T? The T stands for time. The difference between the living and the dead is the T, which is the time. Putting it in line with the topic we have in mind today, do you think death is a sad gift? Do you think death is a sad gift? Starting with you, Miss Ada.
Death is, just hearing the word death has changed my mood already. It has, It's not something I would want to talk about, but for the show, I will try.
All right. We are with you.
Well, it is something. If I have my way, I would say that is something that God created that is not good, because the pain of losing a loved one, people you grew up with, people you had high expectations for, and then all of a sudden they are no more. You wake up, you plan your life, you have targets with a particular person, then just at just a little minute, or the dying minutes, the person is no more, gone. Not just your relations, talking about your friends, your colleagues, people that you have spent time with, that you have created a bond. Then at the end of the day, you just find out that that person is no more, and you just have to carry on with life. It's something that touches me, because talking about this thing, it just reminds me of a couple of people that are no more. May they so rest in peace.
Amen.
So, you see, I do not want to mock God, but this death of a thing, to me, I would have said it shouldn't be there to begin with, honestly.
So sad. Well, it's nature, and from what I believe, or from what I know, death is also a process of life.
Yeah, it is.
It is a process of life, because we are born in it, and for your life to be complete, that person must die.
But did you know a time even when death occurs, there are some certain people that stops their life due to the loss of a loved one. They put everything they have on hold. I have seen people that go into a state of depression, one way or the other, just for that single death. So what then is the process there? Whereas one person's death is already affecting another person and stopping that person from processing.
There is no bond between you and anybody that will make you lose your own life and because of a certain person died. It is never possible.
It is actually possible. I have seen people.
It may demoralize you at that moment. Highest a year and two. Now you now go on with your life. That is it. And that is why so many people have been, as in you see them killing themselves because a certain person died. Which I know the only difference between the both of you, or the dead and the living, is just that time. Do you understand me now? So I'm not saying you don't have your own opinion or your own view on that. Your opinion are right, as in somebody you must have grown with, somebody you knew from the onset, and all of a sudden that person is no more. It's not something we should just say it is good or something like that. For me, death is the process of life.
It's a sad gift.
It's sad. It's a sad gift.
Yes, it is.
Well, you're up to your opinion, and I'm not here to judge you. You made your clear point and just said death is not a good gift. Sakati, I don't know. Do you have you're always from the other side. I don't know if you will be in the other side in this particular topic, because you're talking about death as it may be a good gift from God.
I don't want to use that word gift, because death is involved. It is a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
A natural occurrence. Death happens to be the inevitable eventuality in life. I'm not trying to dispute what Ada has been saying. but I'm trying to draw her mind to some certain aspects that no matter how bad something might be, no matter how devastating a particular situation might be, if you look at it from the lens of every natural occurrences, something good might come out from it. Let's take a look to some certain opponents. Though I'm saying this from the sense of humility, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but using our country, Nigeria, as case study, Goodluck Jonathan, Nigerian former president, wouldn't have been at the presidential seat if his master then, His Excellency late Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, did not die. And it happened that Goodluck tried his own tenure about 6 years or so that he was in power. Nigeria experienced some relative peace within the country. And then, to some families, Igbo people used to say, maybe they used to call a particular person Onwumeremeze. Do you know what that means? Maybe this person wouldn't have become anybody in life if the person that is above him did not die. It normally happens maybe when a father dies and maybe leaves behind a vast wealth, maybe empire of wealth and riches, and then the immediate son or maybe whomever that kind of, we just assume that position and start enjoying what he did not plant. In the sense that we are not trying to say that we should die, but we must embrace the fact that death will surely come. I love your presentation. You said that the T between here and the there stands for
and the difference between here and there, yes, is T.
Yeah, that T, and that T happens to be time.
Yeah.
So that time there is a factor between the living and the dead.
Yeah.
When you bring out a green leaf is normally greenish in color. At some point now it will dry up and changes. I don't know if I know what I'm saying now.
Yes.
Now biologically, that happens to be the closure. The closure, that is the end point, the complete cycle of existence. So we must see it from that particular angle. Once you are being born, what awaits you is death. Rather, what we should be looking at is how do we write our names on the sand of time? I mean, how do we immortalize ourselves? That even after we might have finished our earthly sojourn here, our legacy will still continue. Our legacy, that the vacuum that might be created by us, will be so big that it will be very, very difficult to be filled by anybody. But if you're talking about that, eventually it must only come. There's no way around it. Once we are here on earth, the next point will be your exit to somewhere else. So that is that.
So in your own opinion, death is not a bad thing.
Yes, we cannot really talk that it is a bad thing. Yes, it's not that bad, because when you look at the population of the world today, I want you to assume with your God-given brain, what will have become of humans if those before us have not died? Do you think that the planet Earth will be able to contain the people here? So every exit happens to be an entry somewhere. Ada, while she was saying something, she said the experience because somebody dies, it is normal. I want her also to compare the experience because somebody was born. It is normal. It is also normal. It's also normal. I think what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Maybe in this family now, we are four. All of a sudden,
In which family? Is it this family or?
In family. No, wait. No, wait. No, I'm not saying that somebody will die. No.
Who's in the
No.
family?
You don't even know that.
It's in the animal family.
No.
So you are
No, wait. Are you afraid of them also?
I'm afraid of.
Okay, no, wait. I'm not trying to say that somebody should be minus here. I said in this family now, we are 4, and all of a sudden maybe somebody gets married and then give birth to a new baby. You know, number one, our number has increased
in size. Yes.
The joy also has been increased. Every experience has, because the newborn baby comes into the family with a lot of goodies and a lot of potentials. So while we are welcoming the baby, being joyful, being happy, we should also prepare ourselves in case anybody leaves. I don't know if anyone can say that. So that is what I'm trying to say. And you are shouting because of that. I'm not talking about that. That's why I said that I will not see it as a gift. Rather, I want to see it as a happening. Life happens to be the best gift anybody can have. Life happens to be the best gift you can think of. But that death now, I cannot categorically say that death is a gift. I don't believe that. But I believe that death is a happening. And we cannot avoid it. Ndi will say, another baton, no, so. That is that.
All right. Sakati, you're up to your opinion and your points are clear. You are not saying, you said in your words that death is not a gift, but it's also a happening. It's an happening in life.
An occurrence.
It's an occurrence. And it's something nobody can run from it. No matter how careful and everything you are, it must surely come.
Yes, eventually it must.
Yeah, okay. Your points are clear, just as Ada's points are clear. Nobody wants to get him or herself associated with death.
I know.
Yeah, so you have a clear point. You guys have a clear point. I think it's time for me to leave it to my audience to do some justice to it. Tell us in the comment if death is really a nice gift, like Kati says, not a gift.
No.
Let's know if death is a good process. It's a good process. Let's know if death is a good process. Do well to comment on this topic, like and share. And for those of you or anybody that have passed on, may their gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.